Hey everybody, welcome to chapter 2 in the Get Naked with God book in the 21-day challenge. So again, I keep reminding you, my name is Latasha Martin and I'm here leading the charge on the Get Naked with God. Okay, wait a minute. I forgot to say like and subscribe. I forgot to say it. And the first few chapters in the book are designed to get you ready for the challenge. And so today's topic in chapter 2 is getting your mind right. Now, when it comes to getting your mind right, this is a choice and a decision that is not a one time choice, but it is something that you're going to have to do continually through this process if you want to receive the fullness of the experience of getting naked with God. So in chapter 2, it's important that you do some stuff that you stretch yourself. You stretch your thinking when it comes to getting your mind right. So one of our scriptural references is Habakkuk 2:2. It says, "Write the revelation and make it plain on tablets so that Herod may run with it. For the revelation awaits for an appointed time. It speaks of an end, but will not prove false. Though it lingers, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay." So Habakkuk 2:2 is all about writing the vision, making it plain. And for some people, it can be challenging. Why? Because the next scriptural reference that we have in this passage is Proverbs 3:5. And it says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to him and he will make your path straight." So it's hard for us to write the vision because we're so concerned about our worriness, which is not trusting the Lord, and it contradicts the truth of the word of the gospel. And so the second part or the second chapter is really about a mind shift experience. And so in this chapter, what I would love for you to do, the actual activity as you go through this process, is to ask yourself, if I'm saying yes to this challenge, why did I say yes? And then what do I need to do to really prepare myself mentally? So this actual chapter has two parts to it. The first part that it has is I want you to take some time and you'll see it on page 11, where it says, "Before you go any further for getting your mind right, I want to engage you in a minute exercise to help remove any limiting thoughts from your mind." And so when you are going to do this piece right here, it is going to have you physically reflect and be honest about when you think about getting naked with God for the particular area that you're praying on, that you want to focus on for yourself. I want you to think about any of the reasons why you believe that you can't be transformed into this place or you cannot have this experience. And so I want you to actually take a timer and put that timer for 5 minutes. So you can either set a timer on your phone. If you have a little egg timer, you can set that out. And then on the next page, you're going to see there's 2 blank pages. Now, for this exercise, you may decide, you know what? I don't want to write in the book. I want to write on a notebook because there's a lot that I have to say. Whichever you decide, I want you to take the time to write down this information and write for 5 minutes. Now, 5 minutes when you're talking seems to go by really quickly. But doing this exercise, it might really be a struggle for you to continually write, but I want you to do that. Actively engage and write for 5 minutes. Now, after you finish writing all of that information down for 5 minutes, what I want you to do is the second part of today's work. And that is, I want you to take a look at what you wrote down and circle what you believe are the top 5 limiting beliefs. The top 5 limiting beliefs of all the stuff that you wrote down. Write them on a separate piece of paper, and I physically want you to either rip it up, crumple it up, and put it in the garbage. If you want to be real aggressive with it, you can burn it. But I want you to do this physical act because you need to block those barriers to why you believe that whatever you're believing. And so now what I want you to do is I want you to take some time to do a transformational experience in a positive way. And in the boxes that are listed for you on this page, I want you to think about the 10 things that will be included with your dream job. Now, if your area for focus for getting naked with God is not your job, maybe it's a business, maybe it's a relationship, I still want you to take some time and write down 10 attributes, 10 things that will be included if you were to have this vision come to pass. Again, I don't want you to have any limitations here. Whatever the sky is the limit, in this idea for this job. So some examples might be I have flexibility to work when I want to work. I have a boss that I can communicate with well and they're a strong leader. I enjoy my peers. I enjoy the purpose for the organization that I'm connected to. Those are some examples for a career. If you're talking about a business, maybe you're saying I want a profitable business, but be specific. And whatever those things are, I have a team of people that work with me so I don't have to do everything. Whatever those items are, those 10 things are, I want you to write them down. And here's where the thing goes on a little twist to see if your mind can receive what you wrote. The next thing you want to do is respond to the 3 questions. And the first one is, how did it feel to write these things down? Do you believe that they're possible? And how many of these things exist in your current job or the current scenario that you're focusing on for the Get Naked with God challenge and experience? So, again, this chapter is really about you shifting and getting your mind right, because if you can't get your mind right, then you already failed before you began. And so we know that it is a process. So I just want to encourage you today to take the time that you need to spend time in this chapter 2. And like I mentioned before, you should be carving out between 15 to 20 minutes each day to spend time in this process of getting naked with God. I'm excited for you. I'm excited that you're on this journey. Continue to make sure that you've signed up officially so that you are connected inside of the Facebook group, and make sure that you're actively engaging with others there, because that is your place. That is your community where people can help you become the best version of who God desires for you to be. So be encouraged and enjoy the process of getting naked with God. God bless, and we'll see you tomorrow.